Rick and Nikki coming at you with another theme park adventure. I like to have you with me. You know why?
Why?
I like to surprise you on camera sometimes.
Uh-oh.
And I have one for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You may not like it though. Before we begin, we publish theme park videos on this channel all the time, so hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you'll know when another video is ready for you to view. Now regarding this surprise, would you say I'm a procrastinator?
Oh, 100%.
Do I plan these vlogs like way in advance sometimes?
Not at all.
Most of the times I don't, do I?
No.
Most of the times it's the night before.
Yes.
Well, and we came up with an idea for today, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I'm changing the plan.
Wait, what?
I'm changing the plan.
Why? It was a good idea.
Well, there's a couple reasons why. You're in a boot.
Yeah.
Look at that foot. And what we had planned, it'd be a lot of work. You'd have to go through both parks today.
Yeah, I'm okay.
No, I don't want to do that now.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's the last day of summer.
Yes.
So I thought you would just want to have like a fun day.
Okay.
But what we need to do is figure out what you can access and how limiting it's going to be with this boot.
That's true. I'm a little, with the other idea that we were going to have, I wasn't worried about getting on and off rides. But with this, it is a concern. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, and this was actually a vlog idea you had a few days ago and I poo-pooed it. Yes, you did. You totally shot me down on it. I was like, it might be.
In favor of the one I am scrapping today.
Yes, you nerd.
Well, I'm like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
But let's get started. With your boot and your injury, Nikki, we need to walk over to guest services and ask them some questions, figure out how limiting things could be, and maybe check on a wheelchair or a scooter.
Or even, I know that they have disability access.
Okay.
So if you can't stand in a line, so I'd like to get some details on that. That might be helpful too.
Yes. Okay, we are done with guest services, which reminds me, if you have any type of special need or question, go to guest services. They'll help you out. Tell you everything you need to know. I don't know everything. This is the first time this has happened with us.
Exactly.
So what's the information they gave? Because it was a lot, and I really can't recall all of it, Nikki. That's why I have you with me.
All the lines are wheelchair accessible. They may not all be scooter accessible though.
Right.
So you might have to transfer. If there is a ride that has stairs, there are elevators for every single ride.
Yeah.
And then, let's see what else. There are some rides in particular where you can
take the wheelchair onto the ride.
Onto the ride itself, exactly. Yeah. And we'll leave a list of those below.
Yeah.
And then, let's see what else. You can rent wheelchairs and scooters from here.
We'll go over there in a moment and show you those and the prices and everything.
Exactly. Now the question I ask, because I'm in a boot, is how does the disability pass or work, right? It's very select in what type of disability you have. She didn't give me the list of them, so you'll have to check for, check guest services. But
now with the disability pass, this is sort of how it works. Let's just say a ride is like 60 minutes. Spider-Man is a 60-minute wait.
Right.
You will go up to the ride attendant,
yes.
right? As soon as you enter the queue, hand them your pass. They will give you like a return time,
yes.
A little pass.
Exactly.
So, and you would come back about 60 minutes later.
Right, and then you would enter in a different line queue.
With a smaller wait.
Yes, with a smaller wait from there.
Yes.
So it's
the purpose of that would be so that you're not standing or waiting for the 60 minutes.
Right, you're not jumping the line, or you're not getting ahead or skipping times or anything.
It's not saving you time. It's not like, oh, you have a disability pass, go straight to the front of the line.
Right.
No, not like that at all.
Exactly. It does keep you from standing for 60 minutes in a line.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so.
And now let's go show you where some of this stuff is. We'll show you where guest services is and the rental place for the wheelchairs.
Yeah.
So right after you scan through the turnstiles, to your right will be the guest services. And this is true at IOA as well. After you go through the turnstiles, make a right, guest services is right there. Now when it comes to the wheelchairs, after you go through the turnstiles, you're gonna make a left. Head that way towards the exit. That's where the wheelchairs will be. Here, I'll give you a little better idea. I may not have pointed to the exact spot before, but here is the exit. And if we pan over here, right over here is the rental for the wheelchairs and the scooters and like strollers and things like that. So here is the lowdown on the wheelchairs and scooters which they call electronic convenience vehicles, I think.
ECVs.
ECVs? Like evac.
Yeah.
Like we're going on the Transformers. But the standard wheelchairs that you just push around, $12. But there's a deposit, right?
Yes, there's a $50 deposit. But here's the convenience factor of this, is that you can take the wheelchair all the way to the car.
Yeah.
So without having to drop it off back at the purchasing place.
Yeah.
So.
Whereas the scooters, they're like, there's some type of mechanism, you can't take them too far away from the park.
Right, exactly.
And now the prices for the scooters, there's two prices. Your regular scooter, or ECV, to use the proper term, is $55. And then the one with the sunshade, $75.
Exactly, and those don't take a deposit.
Yeah, the scooters, the ECVs, no deposit on those.
Right.
Probably because they won't go too far out of the park.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get away with those. Technically, you could just put that wheelchair folded up, put it in your car. So that's why there's a deposit to protect them against that. Now, Nikki, you are not so injured that we really need a scooter or a wheelchair, right?
Correct.
So we're just going to wander around the park now. It's your last day of summer, having a good time, well, as much as you can with this boot on.
Yeah.
But for once, she has to be in mosey mode. Ha ha!
I think I still walk faster than the average person, even with a boot.
You do. You're still passing people. I see you.
That's funny. So what ended up happening is I partially tore my Achilles tendon, so that's why I'm back in the boot, it seems like, again. But we thought that maybe this might be a interesting vlog because you never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
You know, you plan out your vacation 2 years in advance, and what happens if you sprain your ankle, or you
break a leg,
or you partially tear your tendon, like me. So you never know what's gonna happen. So it's nice to at least have the information to be prepared for when those unexpected things occur.
You never know what's gonna happen. Okay, the first ride of your last summer day, the Mummy. Let's go see how this foot works in there.
And see if I can get my boot in there.
The boot with the fur?
No, with the fluff.
Standby wait for the Mummy, just 10 minutes. We'll do that instead of single rider today.
Are you insane? Get out of here! The curse, it's real! This whole place is a trap!
Okay, we just got off the Mummy. How did it go for you?
Okay, so we ended up doing single rider, and so I was the last one on, which made it really easy. I was able to just get in the last seat.
Yeah.
Now, getting off, I was the very last seat to get off, so it's tricky. I have my boots super tight, and it's not a really humongous boot, but it is big and bulky, and it was a bit of a challenge. I was definitely the last one to get off, and I was, you know.
But you were able to ride it okay, right?
Yeah, riding
it experience was fine?
Was totally fine. The ride experience was fine. It was just kind of getting on and off that was a little bit tricky.
Well, yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I should note that each attraction has its own set of wheelchairs. So that's for if like you have the electronic one, you can't take those in the queue. You just drive up to the front, and then they will place you in the other wheelchair to get you through the queue.
Exactly. And here's a fact too, is that I could have taken the elevator up because there are dark stairs, and they were even apologetic, like, oh, I'm sorry, you should have taken, you know, the elevator.
Yeah.
So that's just something to.
And I think the Mummy has 2 elevators.
It does.
There's one at the very front of the queue, because we've been in that one. And then as you walk through the queue, before you actually get to the stairs, there's another spot where you can take another elevator up. Now the next ride we're going to go on, I think, will be Escape from Gringotts. I'm really interested to see how this one goes because of Nikki's boot. They have like a restraint system that goes around like down by your shins, I think. I think that's the case. So this was going to be an interesting test if you're wearing a boot or something. Escape from Gringotts, just a 15-minute standby, but single rider, we're spoiled.
Yeah.
We don't even want to wait 15 minutes. Now this is the one where you really want to see how this boot works. So you up for it? How is it walking in Diagon Alley?
Yeah, honestly, it's you don't really realize how many cobblestone areas there are. So yeah, it's a little wobbly out here, you know, with all the cobblestones. Well,
the walkway's wobbly, but let's try the ride. Before we get in the queue, Nikki, why don't you have a seat? Let's test it out.
So this is the part you were talking about, right?
Yeah. So how does it feel?
Not bad. It's a little tight on my calf, so if you have an injury that's on your calf, be aware, you know, but for me, it's fine.
So are we good to go?
We're good to go.
Oh my gosh, that was such a fun turn on Gringotts. The group we were with the riders with us, they were so excited for everything that happened.
Yes.
Laughing and screaming.
And when the water hits them, they're like, ah! It's great.
It's funny how just a few sprinkles of water makes people react.
I know, it's so cute.
It's crazy how that works.
I mean, they were just cheering the whole time. I swear to God, it makes the ride so much better.
We really love it when we go on rides with like first timers.
Yes.
It's so much more fun for us.
Exactly.
Now with your foot, how'd you do? I know we tried the test car.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it was going to work okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a little tight on that one leg.
Right.
That's
So one leg is tight and one's loose.
Yes, exactly. So it just depends on where your injury is. But for me, being that it's in my foot, I was totally fine.
So you would say you're having a good day for your last summer day?
Oh, 100%.
A lot of fun?
Oh yeah, any day at a theme park is an awesome day, even with a boot.
I think we'll make our way over to MIB right now, just because, yeah, I want to kick Nikki's butt. But also, MIB is one of the attractions where they can roll the wheelchair right onto the ride.
Oh yeah, that's one of the few that they definitely can. So.
Yeah, there's a special ride vehicle for the wheelchair. Got a little space, they just connect it, hook it right in. So you can play MIB while in the wheelchair. But I think, Nikki, with your boot, why are you in the boot right now? What are you getting ready for?
HHN. I want to totally be healed and ready to go, and plus I want to hit Volcano Bay up maybe in October.
Yeah.
So, and Mickey's Not So Scary, so there's a lot coming up.
The holiday season is fast upon us.
Yes.
And you want to be as healthy as possible, so.
Yes, definitely.
We are going to take the elevator because of her boot today. Good news and bad news. You want the good news first, Nikki?
I know what that is. What's the good news?
It was a record score for me. 764K. The bad news, I missed the bonus. That could have been 864 if I had gotten the bonus.
I know. Honestly, your improvement is awesome.
You know what?
I'm very proud of you.
Sometimes I think it's the gun. I think I had a good gun today.
And honestly, I thought I had a bad gun.
Yeah.
I mean, I kept seeing, I was like, I'm pointing it straight, and the thing was pointing off to the right, or to the left. I'm pointing to the left. Anyway, so
it's a game of skill and luck. You gotta get lucky with that gun.
Yeah, I don't think my laser pointer was pointing the right direction.
And a tip here with your boot.
Yes.
Is the front seat was better.
Yes, the back seat is elevated. And my foot and my leg would have been hanging down, so it was actually a better position for them to put us in, in the first row instead of the second row.
Right, because your foot would have been dangling, or you had to kind of reach to put it on that little footrest.
I don't have the longest legs in the world, so I don't know if I really would have reached. I will tell you, I am super impressed with all the team members here at Universal.
Yeah.
I mean, I give them a gold star for the day. Everybody has been so kind and so nice about making sure that I'm comfortable and that, you know, manipulating up and down the stairs.
Yeah, like the guy here, he was like, oh, would you be more comfortable taking the elevator?
Yeah.
Because we forget, you know, to take the elevator.
Yeah,
he reminded you to take it.
Exactly, and I'm totally capable of getting up and down the stairs, but it is a lot easier using the elevator. Yeah. So it's just, I just wanted to give them a shout out that they just did, every single one that we have come up with, you know, have gone out of their way to make sure that I'm okay. It's been awesome.
Team members. Hey, you know what's behind me, Nikki?
What's behind you?
You know what that is? You know what that goes to?
Halloween Horror Nights house.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so close, so close. On to E.T. That should be an easy ride for you to handle.
Yeah.
Well, I think like all the rides you're handling pretty well.
Yeah,
I bet you could handle Rip Ride Rocket right now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. You want to do it?
Okay, we can go check it out.
Okay.
After E.T. though. Holy guacamole, 45 minutes for E.T.? That's a pass. You're okay with this, right? Skipping E.T. 45 minutes is so long for this ride, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit long for that.
Especially like today seems like a quieter day in the parks.
I know, it's crazy.
For 45 minutes, I'm baffled. Pizza fries are coming, pizza fries are coming, pizza fries are coming to Halloween Horror Night soon. So how are you holding up with your foot, Nikki? I notice you're not speeding by me anymore. It's weird for me to be ahead of you. You're the speed walker, I'm the mosier. How you feeling?
I think that I need to take a little bit of like rest breaks through the day. I'm starting to slow down just a little bit. I mean, we've been here for what, a couple hours now?
I guess so.
Yeah, and so it's tiring just walking around and then trying to like start and stop when other people kind of, you know, you cross paths with other people.
And you can't pivot very well.
No, and that's the problem. I'm used to being able to like be really, you know,
dart in and out of traffic.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
That's like my specialty, and that now I feel like that's been taken away.
Well, let's go get a lunch so you can rest.
Okay.
Maybe look at Rip Ride Rocket and catch a show. That's something you can do. There's no lines. You just, you know, that's an easy thing to do. Let's catch a show too.
Yeah, and then rest my foot. That'd be awesome. I think it'd be a really good idea.
Opposites do attract. We have a speed walker and a mosier. Yet we make it work, Nikki. We make it work.
We do. They
have quite a line today to get into the pass holder lounge. Maybe everyone wants that new magnet. When are they going to announce what is replacing T2? What is going in here? Is it the Bourne Identity? Is it John Wick? Who knows? Okay, lunch is going to be at the Today Cafe, and maybe we'll sit outside on the patio so we can watch the band. Lunch today at the Today Cafe. For me, my usual, the Bulls and the Bears, but with fruit today instead of the potato salad. Nikki has the Mulberry Street sandwich, also with the fruit. This is the first time for her after she's had it. We'll see what she thought of it. First things first, Nikki, what the heck was that sandwich? What was in it?
It was all the Italian meat, so prosciutto and ham and salami and all that good stuff. So yeah, it was an Italian sub. I kind of like the caprese batter.
Okay.
Just personal opinion, they're both Italian subs. So, but yeah, I like the caprese a bit better.
I get the same thing every time, so
yes, you do.
Obviously I like it. It's a brisket. It's very good. Now yours was $1 cheaper. Mine was like $14. Yours was $13. I think though we could get away because I'm not a big heavy eater like during the day.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. I like to eat at night. We could split that.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Half for you, half for me.
Exactly. And the fruit cup was so like refreshing that technically if we split it, we could each get our own little fruit cup too. Yeah. So.
You can just have the fruit.
Oh, okay.
Just give me the watermelon and the strawberry.
No, that's the best part. Are you kidding? So
we're gonna walk down here. I think we're gonna catch the horror makeup show. But we paused for a moment talking to a fan and we missed Marilyn Monroe. I had a funny story because there was a kid walking by and they were like, hey look, it's Lady Gaga.
And I turned around and I'm like, what the heck, really? And then Rick goes, no, it's Marilyn to me.
It's Marilyn, she's talking about Marilyn, honey.
I was like, oh my goodness.
It's so funny.
All the generations.
Now I didn't mention this, when I did all the character meet and greets, sometimes Popeye and Olive Oil are here on Hollywood Boulevard. Not too regular, but sometimes. I missed them the day I did that video.
And they're such a great meet and greet. They're such characters, I swear, adorable. So cute.
So we have 12 showings of the horror makeup show today. The next one that we're gonna catch is gonna be the 12:15. So we have about 20 minutes. Let's go share a funny story with you guys. Alrighty, so we're getting ready for the horror makeup show.
Yes.
Halloween Horror Nights is fast upon us.
Yes.
Let's share a funny story about our first date.
Alright, so our first date was a blind date.
A blind date? We were set up.
Date. Yep. We went.
Oh, wait. I did see a picture of her first.
Yeah. Hey, I kind of saw a picture of you too.
I like what I saw, so I agreed to it.
So anyway.
Back to the story.
Yes. So we went out to dinner and then we saw.
Wait. Let's be honest. We went out to dinner. I took her to Pizza Hut.
We were teenagers. I mean,
you were a teenager.
I was a teenager anyway.
Anyway, it was just a safe place to meet.
Yes. So we went to Pizza Hut and then we went to the movies. And here's a funny fact is we went to see
The People Under the Stairs.
A scary movie, which I at the time hated scary movies.
I loved them.
Like, okay. Yeah. I think he just wanted me to hold his hand.
Yeah, get scared and grab onto me.
But later on, he had asked me, you know, do you want to go to
Halloween Horror Nights?
Right. It was called
Fright Night.
Fright Night, the very first year,
yeah.
And that would have been the first year.
Yeah.
So I was like, no. We didn't know this at the time, but there was a house.
A haunted house was The People Under the Stairs. Our first movie. So
that would have been crazy had we gone.
It would have been so like cinematic, so perfect. But no, it took you years and years to agree to go to Halloween Horror Nights with me.
Yes.
And now it's your favorite event.
Seriously, I was a big fraidy cat like for most of my life, and then I was like, all right, that's it. I'm doing a bucket list, and that's one of them. And I'm like, oh, I went to the very first, the one that we went to, and I was like, okay, this is my favorite thing of all time. Why did I totally regretted like not going in the years prior. So if you're scared,
give it a shot.
Give it a shot. You never know. Because I'm a big fraidy cat, and I'll just scream my way through the houses. You know me. I mean, you've seen the other vlogs.
Yeah, I think we're going to mic you up again this year. We cannot video record in it, but I'm going to mic you up, I think.
No.
But we're also offering, though, a Halloween Horror Night hangout with us.
Yeah, if you want to go through houses with us.
Instead of a tour, you can book us for a Halloween Horror Night hangout.
Yes.
And then you'll see what it's like to go through a house with Nikki.
Earphones not provided.
It actually makes it more fun, I think.
I don't know. I'm a big fraidy cat. I scream at everything, but it's fun.
All right, we got a few more minutes for the show. Let's go wait inside in the air-conditioned lobby.
Agreed.
We have one clever girl there, Nikki, but another clever girl.
She's clever.
Here's a nice little display for Halloween Horror Nights. Two classic icons, Jack and the Caretaker. Oh my goodness, we are so excited for Halloween Horror Nights. Here's a display for the Wolfman. We have a display over here for Frankenstein. Makes me think of classic Monster World maybe coming to the new theme park.
This isn't Disney. I don't have to be nice to kids. Okay. Wait. Look at you're doing that, Mama. This is proprioception, motion capture technology. We use this a lot nowadays.
That's really cool.
Thanks. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. Everybody, ride till I can't no more. I got the Vandy Sports Bra. Hi, Hayden. I live under your bed.
Don't say that.
I'm kidding. Take a bow, see what the upper part does. Fantastic work from Debbie and Eddie. Put your arm down. Great job.
Awesome.
All right, what do you guys think?
Yeah. Great work, Debbie's like a professional. Yeah. Debbie, hold on. Don't run away.
Thanks,
Here's
Debbie.
a souvenir photo of you and this weird lady for your fridge. Let's hear for Debbie, everybody. Great, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Peace out, one for Eddie.
Well, there you go, Nicole, a little horror makeup show. Rest your foot, catch some AC, what do you think?
Always entertaining.
Always.
Always makes me laugh.
The same jokes, they switch them up a little bit for the times.
Yeah.
I think the Dick Cheney joke's getting a little old. I don't know if people know Dick Cheney used to be a vice president or not anymore. Maybe switch that one up, right?
Yeah, probably.
But still a lot of fun. Why don't we do a little bit of shopping? Let's head into the Universal store, grab a couple things.
Sounds like a very good plan.
Got anything in mind?
I have a couple things.
Okay, let's go check it out. One of the questions I am most, you know what? This is probably my most asked question. How many yellow shirts do I have? Around 18 to 20. And they run for like, what, $35 a piece. In my online store, I have all types of Harry Potter stuff, but also all types of like just Universal stuff, like Universal movies, like Jaws and the Blues Brothers, things like that are in my online store. Go check it out if you're interested in visiting Universal and you want to have some cool gear to wear in the park. So for $50, we have the classic Jurassic Park, but we have the camo effect in this this is like a Spirit jersey.
Yeah.
Let's see the back. Oh yes, there it is. Jurassic Park with the scratch marks, the camo bottom. Pretty cool.
I really like that a lot.
For $50, we have this Jurassic Park windbreaker, or maybe like a little rain jacket. I don't know if this is 100% waterproof, but I like the style of it. Here's another one that's $50. They have a crest right here. It's got Jurassic World on the sleeve, and then Nikki, if you can show us the back. There's the back of it. Not bad for $50. The other one, you know, this is more more my style than the other one. For $13, we have the mug that kind of goes with that hoodie. The Isla Nubla Lagoon. It's almost like an attraction mug.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
For that specific attraction.
And then here's the back.
For that specific attraction in the Jurassic World theme park. So for $16.95, we're gonna get this little Spider-Man plush for our dog Winnie. She's a good girl.
She is. She deserves a present.
Yes. And you know what? I am like postponing. I'm procrastinating again, Nikki.
What?
I don't want to do the outro.
Why?
Because then summer's over. You're back to school.
I know. Honestly, it's been an awesome summer. It's been so much fun, like hanging out.
Yeah, I don't want
going to theme parks with you so often and working out so often.
Yeah.
It's just
I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end.
I want to be lonely.
I will be. I will be.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, with that being said,
Don't miss the magic. Don't miss the fun.
thanks for watching Rick's Flix. And now, it's time to relax. Now, let's do some viewer shout-outs before we leave. I would like to say thank you to the following viewers who have visited my coffee page, bought me a cup of coffee or a butter beer recently. First up for today, here's a Coke and a smile to Deb. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Deb. And now, another friend of the channel, Dan. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the support, Dan. And now to someone I actually met in the park the other day, Michael. Thanks for supporting the channel, Michael, and it was nice to meet you. And lastly for today, we have Athena and Gwenfor. They'll be coming from South Wales in 3 weeks. Have a good time, guys, and thanks for the support. That's it. Summer's over.
Summer's over.
Oh my God, it was so much fun with you.
Aw, thanks, honey. I had a really great summer, too. I can't wait
know,
for
right?
next summer.
Oh,
It's going to be so fun.
That'll be even better. I can't wait.
Exactly. We got good things to look forward to, though.
We do, but I'm gonna miss you.
Aw,
Yeah,
you're sweet.
I'll be by myself a lot.
Well, if you see him in the parks, make sure to say hi to him.
Yeah, come say hi. I'm gonna be lonely.